The Lizzie Borden case stands out as a memorable trial in American crime history. It all began in 1892 with a gruesome murder in Fall River, Massachusetts. The couple, Andrew and Abby Borden, were found brutally murdered in their home, raising shockwaves through the community due to the nature of the crimes and their occurrence within the family. Lizzie, the daughter of Andrew Borden, was a well-known figure in the community and the subject of much curiosity regarding the secrets behind these heinous murders. The police investigation and forensic examinations conducted at the time proved insufficient due to the limited technology and forensic knowledge of the era. The mystery surrounding the murders captured public attention, with a particular focus on Lizzie Borden. Lizzie was accused as the perpetrator of the crimes and faced trial. However, due to the shortcomings in the legal procedures of the time and the inadequacy of evidence, Lizzie was acquitted by the court. This outcome left the public bewildered, as Lizzie, while not deemed guilty in the eyes of the law, couldn't entirely prove her innocence. The extensive coverage of the case in the media and its intense scrutiny in the press kept public interest alive. The inability to solve the murders, the limitations of forensic knowledge during that period, and the uncertainty surrounding Lizzie Borden's innocence led to numerous speculations and debates over the years. The Lizzie Borden case brought attention to various societal issues, including the role of women in society, internal conflicts within affluent families, and the shortcomings of the legal system at the time. Even today, there are multiple theories and opinions about whether Lizzie Borden was guilty, demonstrating the enduring impact of this case from the past to the present. In the mid-20th century, the events that unfolded in the small town of Point Pleasant, USA, evolved into an unforgettable horror story. It all began in the years 1966 and 1967. The town's residents started experiencing disturbances caused by a strange and unsettling entity. This entity came to be known as Mothman. Witnesses claimed Mothman had massive wings, red eyes, and a humanoid appearance. Townspeople began sharing their experiences of seeing and hearing this mysterious being during the nights. Reports of Mothman spread rapidly throughout the town, and people sought to understand what this eerie presence could be. The events reached a climax on December 15, 1967, with the collapse of the Silver Bridge, a tragedy that claimed the lives of many. Some began to believe that Mothman was a harbinger of this bridge collapse. The Mothman legend gained strength after this tragic incident, and the fear and anxiety experienced by the townspeople deepened. The Mothman story cast a shadow over the history of Point Pleasant. People started to believe that this mysterious entity brought some kind of ominous sign, perhaps foretelling disaster. Even today, the Mothman legend and the strange events in Point Pleasant continue to capture the interest of horror enthusiasts and paranormal enthusiasts alike. Mothman, as a figure deeply woven into the town's history and the events of that time, has become an integral part of horror folklore over time. The Dyatlov Pass incident is a mysterious and chilling event that took place in the Epping forests of Oregon in 1949. It started with a pioneering family embarking on an unconventional exploration trip, setting up camp in the heart of the forest. However, after a while, the family vanished unexpectedly, leaving no trace behind. The search and rescue operation initiated within the forest encountered a peculiar situation when a village was discovered miles away from the area where the family had camped. The family, in an eerie turn of events, was found living peacefully in a village far removed from where they had set up camp. This raised perplexing questions about how the family disappeared so rapidly and silently. Despite the extensive search efforts, rescue teams failed to find any clues, hints, or explanations to unravel the mystery. The Dyatlov Pass incident stands as a real horror story filled with supernatural and enigmatic elements. Researchers, while attempting to uncover the secrets behind this incident, have proposed various theories. Some suggest paranormal events, while others speculate that natural conditions within the forest may have contributed to the family's disappearance. As of today, the Dyatlov Pass incident remains an unsolved mystery, continuing to captivate the interest of horror enthusiasts, researchers, and the curious alike. The Dyatlov Pass incident is a mysterious and chilling event that took place in the Epping forests of Oregon in 1949. It started with a pioneering family embarking on an unconventional exploration trip, setting up camp in the heart of the forest. However, after a while, the family vanished unexpectedly, leaving no trace behind. The search and rescue operation initiated within the forest encountered a peculiar situation when a village was discovered miles away from the area where the family had camped. The family, in an eerie turn of events, was found living peacefully in a village far removed from where they had set up camp. This raised perplexing questions about how the family disappeared so rapidly and silently. Despite the extensive search efforts, rescue teams failed to find any clues, hints, or explanations to unravel the mystery. The Dyatlov Pass incident stands as a real horror story filled with supernatural and enigmatic elements. Researchers, while attempting to uncover the secrets behind this incident, have proposed various theories. Some suggest paranormal events, while others speculate that natural conditions within the forest may have contributed to the family's disappearance. As of today, the Dyatlov Pass incident remains an unsolved mystery, continuing to captivate the interest of horror enthusiasts, researchers, and the curious alike.
The town of Amityville in Long Island, New York, was rocked by a horrific murder in 1974. The victims were the 6 members of the DeFeo family, who had been living in the house since 1965. Mother Louise DeFeo, father Ronald DeFeo, and 4 of their children were shot dead while they slept around 3:15 a.m. with a .35 caliber rifle. Ronald Jr. DeFeo, around 4 a.m., went to a bar and informed people that his parents had been shot, seeking help. He called the police, asking them to come to the scene, and accompanied them back to the house. Upon arrival, not only the parents but also the other members of the family were found dead in the house. It was noted that all family members were lying face down towards the right side when discovered. Initially suspected of an outside assailant, Ronald Jr. later confessed, stating, "Once I started, I just couldn't stop, everything went so fast." He received 6 life sentences for the 6 murders. Ronald Jr. claimed he was under the influence of alcohol and that he heard voices compelling him to kill his family. The actual events were just beginning. After the DeFeo family fell victim to the murders, the house remained vacant for a little over a year and was then sold to the Lutz family for around $80,000. The George and Kathleen Lutz couple were informed about the incidents in the house and assured it wouldn't be a problem for them. The family could only stay in the house for a month. They reported hearing sounds from the walls at night, footsteps in the corridors, and George being awakened by a force at 3:15 a.m., the time the murders were committed, prompting them to leave the house. During their stay, the family encountered very strange events. Having 3 children, they felt that something was amiss in the house from the very first days. They invited Reverend Ralph Pecoraro to bless the house. While performing the blessing ceremony, the priest felt disturbed in one of the upstairs rooms and insisted no one should stay in that room. As he began sprinkling holy water, he heard a terrifying voice commanding him to get out. Initially not informing the family, the priest attempted to reach out to them in the following days but encountered phone line issues and couldn't make contact. Later, a priest attempting to reach the Lutz family had a minor accident on the way and couldn't reach Amityville. Soon after, black liquid started flowing from the taps. Despite calling a repairman, there was no resolution. Especially at night, all family members heard the front door violently opening and closing. The person who felt these strange events most intensely was the family's father, George. During their time in the house, the mother, Kathleen, inexplicably lost 11 pounds and began to show signs of aging, with wrinkles appearing on her skin. On their last night in the house, 2 of the children were lifted into the air by unknown forces, which became the breaking point for the family. The family abandoned the house, leaving everything behind, to escape from these terrifying events. In March 1976, a group of paranormal investigators, including Ed and Lorraine Warren, were given permission to enter the empty house. Lorraine, a powerful medium, sensed the presence of some entities the moment she entered the house, identifying one as having particularly malevolent intentions. While the Warren couple roamed the empty house, they saw a figure on the second floor while taking photographs, an entity that couldn't be seen with the naked eye, described as a child or possibly Matthew DeFeo, the youngest member of the DeFeo family who lived in the house before. The Lutz family, Lorraine Warren mentioned that the Amityville case had the most impact on their lives and careers throughout their work. As no events were captured on camera, there were debates about the truthfulness of the Lutz family's claims. Following these events, the Lutz family became popular, and the book they published sold millions of copies. Numerous movies and documentaries were made about this case. Despite facing skepticism, the Lutz family underwent a polygraph test, which supported the truthfulness of their statements.